Have you ever wondered if you actually have a spirit guide, or maybe you're just imagining it? Today, 5 questions people commonly ask about guides and angels are answered by Archangel Metatron and the Angel Galactic Council. Question 1. How do I know if I actually have a spirit guide, or if I'm just imagining it? Here's what Metatron says. Thinking guide gets guide. You ask the guide to make good appearance. You know by feeling love gets stronger, and gift of needing just good in life, or kiggy, just only keeps happening. So then I clarified, are you saying, after asking my guide to come, I know they are with me when I feel one or all of the following: a stronger sense of love, a need for just good, like avoiding negative influences, and I feel a strong pull to work on personal and spiritual growth. His reply was, yes, this is right, and these are the only signs to look for. You all have guides in your life. So, in other words, ask your guide to make their presence known. You'll know they're with you if you feel love growing stronger, a pull toward avoiding negativity, and a steady pull toward your own growth. These are the only signs to look for, and everyone has guides. Question 2. What's the difference between intuition, imagination, and a message from a guide? Metatron says, intuition is only a gut feeling from gift of NAMI. This means spiritual inner work or personal inner work. You all Hani, immortal souls, with remembering that feeds intuition. It is a way to learn what the soul knows. You all help people with intuition, meaning light givers help, and they help people grow in their intuition. Imagination is kind of like a good story that lives in your mind. If the soul feeds memory to intuition, it doesn't show up as a story. It shows up as action or a decision. And I asked, do guides feed intuition or imagination? And they said, no. You get just a vision that is strong, or information that is auditory, or you get kind of like memory in dreams, or you get help only from mediums. Using a pendulum, you are using good mediumship. And that's what they were saying to me. You all get ascension, that is a strong connection to intuition and guides. Okay, so plainly said, intuition comes from your soul's own inner work and memory. It shows up as action or decision, not a story. Imagination is just a story your mind tells. A guide's message is different from both. It comes as a strong vision, something heard, or a dream memory, or through mediumship, like with a pendulum. A little bit complicated, but I had to go through that a few times to try and really understand it. Okay. Question 3. Why do guides feel sometimes silent, even when I really need them? And Metatron says, many times it happens because they lose faith in good angels. Or you all get lost in many fears. You cannot hear guidance when fear makes too much noise. And I said, if a person gets lost in fear and loses faith and can't hear you, they might feel abandoned by you. And Metatron said, good point. Love gets inside. Love stays. Gift of love silence makes kiggy. Basically, that's a chance for quiet inner work. So what does one do when this happens? And Metatron said, they gift self with time. You all get time, and love stays. So plainly said, silence usually comes from fear crowding out the ability to hear guidance or from losing faith, not from the guide leaving. Love stays. It stays present even in the silence. The silence itself is an invitation to quiet inner work. The remedy is simply time. Question 4. How can I strengthen my connection with my guides and angels? Here's what Metatron says. Meditate and gift Mani, the loaning of heart to self and others. Mani is the Nani. Nani means strong health, kindness, and justice. In plain terms, meditate and practice giving your heart to yourself and others. And that practice of kindness and health is what strengthens the connection. So simple. Question 5. Is it possible to have the wrong guide or to be misled by something not for my highest good? Metatron says, yes. They are wrong if they love gift of hate, killing, and greed. This would not be an angel or a guide. This would be a goblin or a negative imp. And then I asked, is my negative Jeggy one of these? And he said, yes. Is he still? I asked. No. You helped him change. What would cause a person to have a wrong guide? You are Siggy, which means truly stuck in not good thoughts. Is it possible, I asked, to be misled by the right guide because of not understanding the message given? Metatron says, yes, you all just Nani. Take time, wait, be sure. You all just inside head, not heart. So plainly spoken, here's what we've got. It's yes. A guide pushing toward hate, harm, or greed isn't a true guide at all. And being stuck in genuinely negative thought patterns is what opens the door to one, a negative. But even a negative influence can change. It's also possible to be misled by a true guide simply through misunderstanding their message. The answer there is patience. Take time, wait, and listen with the heart rather than the head. When we listen with the head, sometimes we have predetermined ideas about how it should come out, right? Okay. So this episode is done on the guides and the higher support. If you've been waiting to hear from yours, trust that silence isn't absence. Next time, we go into past lives. And until then, I really hope you stay in love. Keep that feeling. Hey, I'm Linda from TULA Light. And I want to thank you for being here and hope that you will check out the next episode in this series of Metatron Says. I always leave information in the description, book links or other useful tools that you might want to try out. So check that out. Certainly like and subscribe if you haven't already, but definitely leave a comment. I love comments. I always answer them. So I'd love to hear from you. What are your thoughts? And maybe you have more questions that I can ask. Have a great day.